Alright. Hey everyone, so for those of you who are wondering why I was a little silent, I was just spreading around the link, doing all the important business. And getting everything a little squared away, squared up, started up. It's not Chrono Cross anymore. It's Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor's Path. I'm actually really excited about this, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna send this to like 1 or 2 more spots. And then we can get schwaggin' on things. I would say it's gonna be a fun time. And I don't want to, bother you too much with keystrokes, so there's that. Anyway, I'm going to quickly caffeinate, and I'll be right back. And then we'll get started. Alright, now we're back. It's about 5 minutes since we started, and I'm officially ready to begin this, and I'm very excited about it. So with that, we'll close out the Plock music, and we'll have it fade out, or whatever. That'll be good. Hello, Wolf. Hello, Snake. Who's ready for some goddamn Ace Attorney? I know I am. In fact, I'm so excited. I'm excited to reveal the setup. It's pretty cool. And we'll get started. This is the best game. Hype, hype, hype. So I wonder why the stream says that there's only 1 people watching when there's really 2. Anyway, I think, how do you guys like the setup? It's kind of new, kind of cool, kind of funky fresh. I'm feeling kind of hype about it. There's 3 now. Batrio, thanks for following, by the way. I noticed that you followed a little bit ago. Glad to have you here. Alright, so with that, I'm going to stop the music, and we'll dive right into this. So yeah, basically, with Ace Attorney Investigations 2, this game came out in, what, 2014 or so? Right? From what I understand, I could actually look it up real quick. Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Miles Edgeworth. And yeah, it came out in 2011. Yeah, right before the 3DS. So this is 2011. So I would have been 13 at the time, and I was still going through my Ace Attorney hype phase. So at points I was following this online in terms of figuring out the spoiler ass 13-year-old in me wanted to know this. So I will admit right out of the gate, I am not completely unspoiled. in the sense that I knew... Yeah, exactly, Wolf. I'm not necessarily unspoiled. I have a pretty good idea of who at least 2 of the culprits are, and I know at least 1 of the victims. I did, however, decide very early on, after looking at some things, I decided maybe I should hold off on this because... You know, I'm not normally like that when I was that age, but I switched, and for some reason I just thought it might be smarter to hold off on looking at the rest of this game. So, aside from some Case 1 stuff and some Case 2 stuff, I know very little about this aside from a couple other just notable plot points, but I'm not going to say what they are for the sake of keeping the viewer excitement and engagement. So with that in mind, I hope everyone enjoys this little setup I have here too. I've kind of, you know, arranged it so that it's a little clean, a little nice, a little cool. And we'll get started right here with Turnabout Target. My plan for this is to voice act stuff as much as I can, though if there's like just, you know, repeated dialogue or something, I'm not going to go all out with it. And in the future, I hope to have some people, some guests, etc. to voice other characters because, I mean, I could probably do Case 1 on my own. I don't know about Case 2. So we will start things off with Turnabout Target. Let's begin. I'm going to use my mouse for a lot of this. There it is! We can see it! It's the emissary of peace from the east! From the east, the president's private plane is arriving at Gourd Lake! I'm peeking the mic, god damn it. Can you hear it? The cheers of the crowd! Welcome, Zhengfa Republic! Welcome, Mr. President! Mr. President, this way, please. Your audience awaits.
My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that had long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed. This was possible thanks to your country's prosecutor's office.
Oh no. Oh no.
From the bottom of my heart, I convey them the utmost gratitude. However, the battle is still not over. I declare here and now, the hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil.
Eek. Oh no. And this is hectic. Hurry! Contact the prosecutor's office! We need that man! Miles Edgeworth.
If there's anyone who can solve this case, it's him.
Alright. Let's start the game. March 25th, 2:46 p.m. Gourd Lake Park audience area. Alright. Word of this must have reached every corner of the world by now. An assassination attempt on the president of the Republic of Zhengfa. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor. I was asked to investigate this grave incident, but upon my arrival...
Mr. Edgeworth! We've been waiting for you, sir.
This man is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct who assists me on all cases under my jurisdiction. What is the president's current condition?
I'm still not sure, sir. The paramedics just entered his plane a few moments ago.
Oh, jeez. That's not good. I see. I hope it's nothing too serious. Very well, detective. Please show me around the crime scene.
Roger that, sir.
Hey, mister! Just a second, I'm begging you!
I do know this character. What's this?
Mister, you're the prosecutor in charge around these here parts, right? Can I ask you a little something real quick?
I'm afraid I must refrain from commenting for now. Let's go, detective.
Hey, wait! Mr. Prosecutor!
Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth! Wait for me, sir!
How's the sound on this, by the way? Now then, detective, care to fill me in on the details?
Basically, the whole thing happened here in Gourd Lake Park. There was a big welcoming event for the president of the Republic of Zhengfa. Zhengfa. The president of Zhengfa, Dijun Huang.
What's distorted, Snake? Is it my voice or the game music? Huh. Is it like... How noticeable is it? Because I don't know if it's... I don't hear... There's occasional slowdown just because of the fact that I am streaming and I'm on this. So there's that, but I don't know of anything else. Anyway, I'll just keep going with it for now. If it gets to be too obnoxious, just let me know, okay? As I recall, newspapers and news programs are making quite a deal over his visit. Newspaper article data. I am going to turn myself down just a little bit so I'm not peeking as much because I guarantee there's going to be yelling. Newspaper article.
It rained a bit, but it stopped just before his plane landed. He came out, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his speech, bang! A gunshot! At least, I think it was.
You think?
Truth is, I just got here as well, so I don't know all the details, sir.
So you were also called here on short notice?
Yup. And today was supposed to be my day off!
And I was supposed to be at the High Prosecutor's office preparing a case for trial.
The Chief Prosecutor asked for you personally, sir.
The Chief Prosecutor?
The Chief Prosecutor was taking part in the welcoming event. Apparently, the Chief called out right after the incident occurred. Call Prosecutor Edgeworth, he's the only one who can solve this case, he said.
I see. So that's what happened.
After the incident, we sealed off the park right away.
Which means the assassin is still in the park. Okay. It's not saying that I've dropped any streams yet, or any frames yet, so we'll see.
An assassin in this crowd? This could get dangerous, sir!
If there is another incident, these civilians could get in harm's way. This is a race against time. Let's begin the investigation. First,
we investigate the crime scene and gather some information.
Precisely. There's no mistaking it. The president was targeted with a gun. This is something I'll have to keep in mind. Snake, go fight Atha. Detective Gumshoe. Where was security at the time of the gunfire?
The police were only in charge of guarding the park's perimeter. The president was being protected by his own personal bodyguards. It's those guys over there. Why don't you try talking to them, sir?
To talk to someone, press the A button while standing near them. Hello. Can I run? Yay. What do you want?
What do you want?
You are the president's bodyguards, correct? What was the president's security detail like during the speech?
The president had his two best men by his side. The rest were stationed near the stage area. We are professionals. We constantly kept our eyes on the crowd, scanning for any signs of suspicious activity.
Snake, you can watch and play at the same time. I'll be here for a while. I see. In other words, security was flawless during the president's speech. Thank you, Atha, for the follow. Let's keep going. We should talk to other people and examine anything suspicious, in order to collect the remaining pieces of information from the scene of the crime.
I see. So that's how you round up your info. So what do you do with all that info after it's squared away?
Someone in the crowd is making quite a ruckus. I don't have time for that now.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Tell me how, please.
After gathering some pieces of information, you try to find the connections between them.
Detective.
Hey now, don't be such a stick in the mud. What's this about finding connections?
You connect the two pieces of information that share a link. That's Mr. Edgeworth's specialty. It's called logic, pal.
Press the L button to use logic and the X button to connect my thoughts. What's an L button and what's an R button? I should start by pressing the L button for logic. Or instead of the R button for Rumbo. Alright, let's connect. Shooting the president and security during the speech. Someone was able to fire a gun under flawless security.
And they were able to avoid being spotted by professional bodyguards.
This is no easy task. There had to be a certain amount of preparation beforehand. It's very likely that the president's assassination was a premeditated crime.
I expected nothing less from Mr. Edgeworth. What brilliant logic, sir.
Oh fuck, I didn't drop this in the private type server. I gotta do that. Home base. Alright. Sorry, private tykes. Now you're in there. Yes, well, when you follow the facts and find a connection, you will begin to see the truth. Hi, Weeb. Good to see ya. Glad to see you can make it. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray further from the truth. But if I think carefully before piecing the leads together, the logic should flow. The logic should flow. Begin investigation. Alright, cool. So now we got some time to fucking walk around.
Okay, let's start by examining everything we can.
To examine, I approach anything that looks suspicious and press the A button. And if I want to consult with Gumshoe, I press the Y button. Alright, well, we can, let's, look around a little bit. Hello. What is he taking pictures of?
The hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. It looks like he's reading the speech notes from the floor, sir. Guide to Public Speaking 3. Speak slowly and yell loudly with confidence, it says. I see, so that's how it's done. I guess I'll take another photo.
I have an objection to his behavior at work. Haha, that's funny. An apple red balloon is floating in the soft breeze coming off the lake.
When I was a kid, I used to send letters by balloon. That's when you tie a letter on a balloon and let it float away, hoping you'll find a pen pal.
That's an interesting method of communication. Did you acquire any pen pals?
Actually, I never found one. I don't even know if my balloons made it out of my backyard, sir.
They didn't even get that far? Alright, well, what are you looking at? Hello? Have you found any traces of the assassin?
Nope.
Nope, none at all, sir. No fingerprints or footprints of any kind. It's just because everyone's touching and everything and walking wherever they want.
Detective, don't you think that was a bit out of line? Oh, that was Gumshoe. Oops.
I agree, sir. I'll report it and see that it shows up in his next salary assessment.
Oh, wait, that wasn't Gumshoe. Okay, fine, whatever. What about over... Oh, hello. That's not good. This is...
Yeah, I was surprised, too. No matter how you look at it, it's definitely...
The Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai, warrior of New Oldie Tokyo. A hero from the popular TV program. Popular with both children and adults, it has broad appeal.
Why would they use a Steel Samurai balloon at a welcoming event, sir?
Perhaps he was chosen as the hero to represent our country. I won't rest until I've inspected every nook and suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Here we go. All right, so what do we got? We got the Steel Samurai in the water. Poor Steel
Samurai balloon. It looks so miserable.
Indeed. What did it do to deserve such a fate?
According to witnesses, a gunshot was heard when the balloon popped.
Did a bullet from the gun hit the Steel Samurai balloon? Okay, that's something.
Maybe it was an assassination attempt on the Steel Samurai.
Excuse me. To desecrate the Steel Samurai like this. This is a serious crime. Detective, we must not let this reprehensible assassin get away with this.
Of course, sir.
Alright, so Edgeworth clearly loves the Steel Samurai more than a lot of things. Maybe even the president of another country. What else we got? We got flowers. These flowers delivered from a foreign country. Don't remember where it is, but don't forget to keep an eye on any stepladders. Oh, I will, Snake. Don't you worry. These flowers were delivered from a foreign country. I don't even know their names. Yeah, my favorite flowers are roses and carnations. Because when I see roses, I think of weddings. And when I see carnations, I think of birthday parties. You're probably just thinking about all the cake you're allowed to eat.
Please don't be so blunt about it, sir.
Alright, what else we got? There's a flag. Let's examine the flag. It's the ring. It's the flag of the Republic of Zhengfa. Its symbol appears to be a phoenix motif. This is... What is it, sir? Haven't you noticed? There's an unusual spot on this flag. Compared to the flag on the opposite side of the stage.
There isn't a speck of dirt on it. This flag is spotless, sir.
Yes, that is what the flag is supposed to look like. However, there's one spot on this flag that is out of place.
Where is it, sir? Please explain so I can understand.
What a helpless man. I suppose I should point it out to him. Move the cursor to the unusual spot on the flag and press the X button to present it. Is it the hole? There is an unusual hole in this flag.
You're right.
Judging from the burn marks around the hole, it appears to be a bullet hole.
A bullet hole? Then a bullet from the gun must have gone through the flag.
Well, geez, that makes sense, doesn't it? I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Alright, let's logic this baby up. Alright, we got a ruptured balloon and we got a flag with a hole. As a result of the gunshots, there is a bullet hole in the flag and a ruptured balloon.
That must mean 2 shots were fired, sir.
If we include the shot that hit the president, it's possible that 3 shots were fired in total. It's also possible that the flag and the balloon were punctured by the same bullet. If only we could be certain about the number of gunshots. Oh, okay, cool. First investigation done. Now then, let's continue with the investigation.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! If you find anything new, could you please let me know?
I've been wondering for a while now. But who exactly is that woman?
I thought she was a nosy onlooker, but it looks like she's investigating too.
Hey, please, I'm begging ya!
In order to figure out how many shots were fired, we'll need to talk to a witness. It can't be helped. Let's try talking to her.
Mr. Prosecutor. The name's Nicole Swift. Just between you and me, this case is gonna be my exclusive scoop.
Oh, God. Exclusive? Miss Swift, is it? Could you tell me what you witnessed during the...
How's your investigating going on?
Oh, my fucking God. Gumshoe's fucking great, Matt. How's it going? Glad you could make it.
Y'all got a suspect yet? Where'd you get the frilly doohickey around your neck?
Could you please stop talking for a moment? I will be the one asking the questions.
What is this, an interrogation? I reckon I was gonna get myself an interview.
I'd like to know how many gunshots were fired. Can you please tell me what you saw?
Well, I guess I ain't telling you nothing.
What?
My life depends on info. I ain't giving it up that easily.
Don't be selfish, pal. Won't you please cooperate with us?
He's a fucking cop, dude.
Selfish? If you ain't gonna share no info with me, then I'm gonna go get from somewhere else. From elsewhere. Fuck.
Well, wait a minute, pal.
If I wait, are you gonna give me what I want? If not, adios, amigos.
She won't budge. We're at a stalemate here.
A stalemate? I wonder about that. Yeah, she's from Kansas. Kansas is Kansas in Texas.
What do you mean, sir?
As you know, chess is one of my hobbies. How does one go on the offensive against a defensive opponent? There are many tactics available on the chessboard.
Really? I don't know much about chess. I prefer checkers.
Even if it appears to be a flawless defense, there is always an opening. Observe as I break down her defense with my words. In order to get her to talk, I'll need to use the right strategy. Using the image of a chess game, I need to stay one step ahead of my opponent. Oh, cool. Here we go. Now then, let's analyze the situation.
Until you give me some info, my trap's sealed shut.
She's got a trap on her bag. A steel trap. It's a bear trap on her bag. She has her guard up, so this is her defensive strategy. If I waste too much time, she may grow impatient. I need to pay attention to the time limit. Down below. I must not be careless with my words. When my opponent becomes agitated or aggressive,
I told you I ain't talking. You're stubborn as a mule.
for example during times like this, I should calmly wait and see how things play out. The moment my opponent shows an opening, I'll be able to strike. First, I should ask about her identity. Now, let us begin. Logic chess. Begin! Alright, cool. Your occupation? First, could you tell me your occupation?
No, wait. If I told you, then you might get the wrong idea.
The wrong idea? In other words, it's a job you cannot tell others about?
I never said that. I ain't some kind of suspicious person.
We'll wait and see. That seems like the right call.
I'm just your run-of-the-mill model citizen.
Please excuse my rudeness. I do not mean to offend you. I may not know the details of your job, but I'm sure that it is a reputable one.
Huh? Well, you might be giving me too much credit there. I ain't even done many major articles yet.
An article writing job? I just heard you mention articles just now. Does your job involve writing articles by any chance? What a...
Dag nabbit! That's right. I'm an investigative reporter. A bona fide up-and-coming news journalist.
I see. A reporter. She may already have some information about the case. This will be my next line of questioning. Okay, cool. This is where the real battle begins. I'll need to draw out even more information from her. Did you witness the incident? Were you present at the time of the incident occurred?
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, how about some of that information you promised me?
No, ladies first. I insist.
I told you my trap's sealed shut. You ain't getting my info real easily.
We'll just talk or I'll arrest you.
This is my livelihood here. Please, I'm begging you.
If you stick your head in too deep, you may be putting yourself in danger.
I'm a pro after all. A few gunshots don't scare me.
You heard gunshots? I'll admit, you're dedicated to your job. However, you still have much to learn. The fact that you heard gunshots clearly means that you were present during the incident. You must have seen something.
Busted again. I just happened to be here covering the speech. And that's when it all went south. That's all, I swear. I ain't saying another word.
Jesus Christ. So she was here to write an article about the speech. She should still have the material she gathered for her article. This could be a useful clue. Alright, well, let's choose the other one. You said that you are a reporter? Did you come here to gather news material?
If you want to know that bad, give me some info first.
No, you first. No, you first. Show me what you gathered.
Honest to Betsy, I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me try using that clue. Are you telling me that you came here to gather material and you left empty-handed? You should still have the material you collected with you.
That's... darn tootin', I'm pro. I collect info with my own 2 feet. That's why I ain't giving it up without a fight.
As the prosecutor in charge of this case, I am making a serious plea for your cooperation.
Don't you mess with me. I ain't handed it over, and that's final.
I'm just messing with you.
Please understand where I'm coming from, Mr. Prosecutor.
Being a reporter is a tough job, isn't it?
Ah, so you're finally getting it.
How's your job performance been?
Well, I'm always trying to be the best reporter I can be. This here tape recorder, I always carry it by my side.
Let me listen to the tape. I want to know how many gunshots there were. I see. Okay. If you're trying to be the best reporter, holy shit, the Twins are up 5-0 after this end of the second inning. Nice! If you're trying to be the best reporter that you can be, then it would be unnatural for you not to have collected any news materials. You recorded it on your tape recorder, didn't you? The information regarding this case.
Oh, doggone it! There goes my exclusive scoop! That's right, I have it on my tape recorder. All the information I recorded for my article is right here.
Checkmate.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
Logic test. Logic chess complete.
That's amazing, Mr. Prosecutor. Before I knew it, you done had me chatting like a chipmunk.
I hate her so much. Let me hear what you have on that tape recorder. If I listen to the tape, I should be able to determine the exact number of gunshots.
Fine, but I won't let you have it for free. Other than my mentor,
Oh no.
you're the only person to push me this far.
Please, Southern speaking reporter. Is Lotta in this game too?
In other words, you're gonna have to be my second mentor. Yup, that's just how it's gonna be.
I see. It's kind of like a second home, sir.
And I got one more request. A 24-hour exclusive interview. Please, Mr. Prosecutor, this is my first and final request as your apprentice.
This is difficult to accept, but unless I agree to it, I won't be able to listen to the tape. 24 hours is out of the question, but I will grant you an interview after we solve this case.
What about being my second mentor?
Also out of the question.
Aw, don't be so ornery. Well, I guess you take what you get. It's all for the sake of my news scoop. Time to get the ball rolling. Let's begin our exclusive coverage.
Well then, Miss Swift, please begin the playback of the tape recorder for me. Click. Okay, what do we got?
My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that has long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed.
I see. This was the president's speech. The president passionately addresses the crowd.
The president passionately addressed the crowd. He's deflating the rumors flying around about a recent decline in his approval ratings. This is my own commentary. I try to create the feeling of really being there.
According to the schedule, there is a meeting after this.
According to the schedule, there's a meeting after this?
Seem quite pleased that the Yatagarasu incident has been resolved.
Well, of course. It's a great honor for us as well.
I don't know what the hell is that.
Those are from folks standing around in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They kept on whispering each other.
Where have I heard this voice before?
Oh, that gunshot's coming up. The president raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch.
However, the battle is not over. I declare here and now, the hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil.
What in tarnations? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
2 gunshots. Okay. Nicole's tape recorder data jotted down in my organizer. It seems that 2 shots were fired.
And what do you reckon?
Well, I'll tell you. It's quite simple, really. Using the bullet's trajectory, we can deduce its flight path. 2 shots were fired. 1 bullet hit the president. That means the other shot a hole in the flag. The other shot left a hole in the flag and punctured the balloon. Do you understand now? The location of the perpetrator who fired the gun? Oh, well, that's easy, sir. The bullet that struck both the flag and the balloon was fired from here. It's probably like what, right here? By connecting the bullet marks from the flag and the balloon, we learn the bullet's trajectory. It's likely that the bullet was fired from the left side of the audience area. Cool, so we have the bullet's trajectory, which means the shooter has to be on the left side.
Just what I'd expect from Mr. Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe, I would like to investigate the left side of the audience area.
Yes, sir. Wait, you mean we have to move all these people?
Yes, there's no time. We could be losing vital evidence every second we let slip by. We must hurry.
Yes, sir.
Mentor number 2. Hey, mentor number 2.
Miss Swift, Miss Swift, I assume you are addressing me?
Of course, mentor number 2. This is my time to shine. I'm an expert at crowd dispersal. Light the torches and release the hounds and run them down.
I appreciate your help, but do not use those methods. Also, please stop addressing me as your mentor. I never agreed to that position.
I hear ya. I'll try to keep that in mind, Mr. Prosecutor.
Oh boy. Here we go, going into the crowd.
Mr. Edgeworth, we're ready to begin the investigation, sir. Miss Swift was all over the crowd helping us round them up, sir.
This ain't nothing compared to my first mentor's job of mob wrangling skills.
She seems to be used to this sort of thing.
However,
Miss Swift, all that running seems to have caused your clothes to be covered with mud. I'll take care of the cleaning bill if you like.
Oh, you're talking about my parka? Don't you worry your fancy little head about it. It's reversible, so I can just flip it around later and it's as good as new.
That won't do much for mud stains, though.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's restart the investigation, sir.
The crowd has made a mess of the crime scene. I hope some traces of the criminal are still left behind. Begin investigation. Okay, so I'm figuring the first place, is this Payne?
This is a terrible incident indeed, Mr. Edgeworth.
Who is this man again?
I, Winston Payne, am willing to assist as a prosecutor.
He's a prosecutor? Why did you come here today?
I accompanied the Chief Prosecutor.
His voice sounds like the ones I heard on the tape earlier. Was he one of the men standing in front of Miss Swift? And where's the chief now?
The chief is a busy man. He had special permission to leave the premises.
The chief called me here and then left by himself. I'm not completely satisfied with this. Alright, well... Okay, so Swift was also standing here then. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, let's look in this trash can. Hello? Oh, there's a van. It is a news van for the local media. The tires are stuck in the mud.
That reminds me of the time I helped push your car out of the mud, sir. You just drove off and left me behind. I was so totally bummed out.
Now that he mentions it, I do seem to recall something like that happening.
But 15 minutes later, you did a U-turn and came back to pick me up.
Excuse me.
As expected from Mr. Edgeworth. I knew you wouldn't forget about me, sir.
Yes, of course not. Except for those 15 minutes. Of course. Except for those 15 minutes, of course. Oh, that's a lag. Hello. You are with the television crew, are you not? Oh, that's right, but... Then you must have recorded the speech. I'd like to see the footage, please.
Yeah, about that. That will be difficult. What was that, pal? It's your duty as a citizen to cooperate with the investigation.
After the incident, the guests knocked over the TV camera in the panic. All the footage was lost. If there were any footage left, it could have been vital evidence.
Yeah, it's too bad, sir.
Who's laughing? Looks like you're in a jam, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. It's Kay! Oh, it's Kay. We love Kay. See, now I wish I had a girl to fucking help out, but I don't. Whoops. Maybe later I'll have one. Female friend.
Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. The hero of justice. Kay Faraday is here to save the day. Here to save the day.
Nope, can't do that. That's not Kay voice. Hero, I guess she wouldn't refer to herself as a heroine. So, have you given up on this great thief business yet? Yeah, I know. I think this is actually now in the past officially. If this takes place after Ace Attorney Investigations, like a week after, this is in the past now. This is earlier this year, actually, I think.
Nope, haven't stopped. I'm just on vacation. I'm still in training to become the second Yatagarasu.
About 2 weeks ago, this girl became involved in one of my cases. The mysterious phantom thief, the Yatagarasu. The case of a gentleman thief who steals truth for the sake of justice. Oh, phantom thieves. This girl is the successor to that great thief.
If you need to pick a lock or untie a rope, leave it to me. To me.
Yeah.
But since I'm still in training, I haven't actually stolen anything yet.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I wanted to join in the festivities.
She does have a fondness for these kinds of events.
Afterwards, I thought I'd come meet up with you guys.
Well, we're glad to see you. You look like you've been doing well, pal.
It's been a while, Gummy. I'm glad you're well, too.
Okay, you said earlier that you could help me out.
Please don't be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. I took a photo that captures the exact moment of the crime.
I see. Could you show it to us at once? At once.
The same as usual, I see. Can't you even act a little surprised? Yeah, that prosecutor's always in a sour mood. He even got annoyed when I called him my second mentor. Oh, by the way, I'm Nicole Swift, an up-and-coming investigative reporter. Nice to meet you, Nicole. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth's really...
Enough idle chatter. Can you please just show us the photo?
Fine, here.
Oh, fug.
This is a photo I took right at the moment of the gunshot. It was awful. Everyone was in the audience was running in a panic.
This photo depicts the president as 2 bodyguards. What is this? Thank you, Kay. This will be a very important clue.
Oh, you got that sharp look in your eye. Did you find something, Mr. Prosecutor?
In this photo, there's a contradiction.
In this photo, I don't see nothing.
If you don't understand, then I'll show you. The scene captured in the photo and the evidence I have on hand. By comparing these two, I'll find the contradiction. It's time for my deductive skills to come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. Once I've found the contradiction, I press the red X button, and I deduce. Then, I present the evidence that contradicts this spot. Does he have a mole? No, he definitely doesn't have a mole. Probably a little laser pointer. Miss Swift, this newspaper contains a photograph of the president. I'd like you to compare it with the photo Kay took at the scene.
What do you mean? Oh!
That's right. There's something on the president's forehead that wasn't there before. Is that a mole?
It certainly looks like a red mole.
That's foolish. That's foolish. It would be hard to believe that a mole would pop out of thin air like that. Maybe a bug bit him, sir. That's actually exactly what I was about to say.
That all? I thought you were onto something. Turns out it's just an itty-bitty little bug bite. You were talking with such a serious look on your face, I was getting all excited.
The way to the truth always begins with small contradictions. Check the mole forehead. Thanks, Snake.
Oh, that's a great way of putting it. I'll be using that for my article.
Kay's camera data jotted down in my organizer. Alright, so we have that. That's trash. That's the thing. Let's look at this.
What's up?
Oh, I don't want to talk to Kay. I could talk to Kay.
What do you think? Just like a real hero, right?
Yes. A new truth has come to light thanks to you.
I'm trying to live up to the reputation as the second great Yatagarasu, second generation Yatagarasu. Still, I hope to show you more of what I learned from my training.
In regards to your training, please tell me you didn't...
Don't worry, I didn't steal anything.
Great thief.
I'm still taking a break from being a great thief.
That's nice to hear.
I want to hurry up and fight for the truth just like my father, but I'm still in training, and I haven't found any members to join me yet.
The Yatagarasu, huh? She said that she wanted to recruit some girls to join her.
There just aren't that many girls out there who want to become a great thief.
Well, I would hope not. About the case.
This photo of the president and the president's from the newspaper, no matter how you look at it, the red mole is a contradiction.
It's hard to believe that the red mole just appeared out of thin air.
I got it! Let me steal a line that you said earlier. The way to the truth always begins with small thefts.
That's not what I said at all.
Stealing is an art. I rearranged it to fit my style.
Your version seems to have lost the true essence of my words. Alright, well, where the frick... Is this a gun? Is this a gun? No, I don't want to talk. Where's the gun? Can I investigate that thing on the ground? Hello? Okay, well, let's see. I want to see the gun. Have I looked in the trash can yet?
This is a terrible incident indeed, Mr. Edgeworth. I, Winston Payne, am willing to assist as a prosecutor.
Why did you come here today? I already read this. I want to look at the trash can.
Y'all need to go through the garbage? You prosecutors got a tough job.
Detective Gumshoe.
Right away, sir.
So it's the detective's job to go through the trash. Prosecutors don't want to dirty their hands.
Let's see. I hope I find something good.
The detective seems to be a little too eager about searching through the trash.
This is a winning popsicle stick.
Detective!
Sorry, sir. Let's see. Something related to the case. Look what I found, sir.
Yes, good work. Let's have a closer look. I'll need to view this object from various angles to uncover the truth hidden within.
Yes, sir. Just give me the word and I'll spin the evidence round and round.
Hold the R button and use the D-pad to rotate the object to your desired viewing. If you want to zoom in or out, I'll move the...
If you want to zoom in or out, I'll move the evidence for you, sir.
Press the X button to zoom in and the Y button to zoom out. Investigate every fine detail.
If you find something suspicious, please let us know immediately, sir.
Move the cursor to a spot on and press the A button to investigate it. Alright, let's give it a try. I can also use a stylus. Oh, look at that. Haha, I use a mouse. It's a point-and-click adventure. Gumshoe's actually holding the object, yeah. Gumshoe's just like holding it and rotating it around. It's a document of some sort?
Let's see. President's security detail? These are the plans for the president's security, sir.
Also, yes, for those of you who are curious, the audio did lag on my end as well, so it's a thing. That's a Desmume thing. It depicts the security layout. Let's have a look at this. Rook takes Knightley's place. Pay extra attention to the lake area. Leader Rook, Lieutenant Knightley. In case of emergency, Knightley will lead the president inside the plane. A terrorist in the something, we can't be certain there isn't one. Audience, we can't introduce him.
The bodyguards' names are written on here too.
Yeah, really.
Rook, and Knightley. These two guys from the photo, sir.
Oh, because they look like chess pieces. He looks like a knight, and the dude looks like a rook. Come on, man. The bodyguards are not from the Republic of Zhengfa?
It seems that the president hired local security firm.
Why didn't he use the police force of Zhengfa?
You wanna know the reason? That's another big scoop.
Do you know something about it?
I was just at the Zhengfa embassy the other day fixing to get some news material. That's when I heard. It sounds like the president's got plenty of enemies. He also don't get along too well with the top brass of the Zhengfa police.
I see. He doesn't even trust the people of his own country. And this could be related to that assassination attempt. Alright, so we got the security plans.
But why would this document be in the bag?
That is strange indeed. It concerns the safety of the president normally. Normally it would be under tight security.
This bag. There's something else inside it, sir. There's something else in it, sir.
Oh, we got a gun. This is...
It's a gun, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, could this bag have belonged to the...
Indeed. It is possible the assassin may have thrown it away. It's a revolver. For something like this to appear in a place like this. 6-shot revolver. Is this the work of a professional assassin?
He must have used that document to carry out the crime, sir.
This revolver. I will need to take a closer look at it. Alright, this seems a little strange. I don't think that's part of a revolver. I don't know though. Okay, how many bullets are in it? Are there 6 bullets? Ah, there's 4. This gun fired 2 bullets? That matches the number of the gunshots heard.
This must be the murder weapon, sir.
Alright, well, what about 2 bullets? This gun fired 2 bullets. That matches the number of gunshots heard.
This must be the murder weapon.
Okay, what else? Zoom out. We'll rotate you. Whee! What are you? You don't seem like... Oh, you are a laser pointer! This is a laser pointer.
It's an implement you attach to a gun to help you aim with a laser, sir. Just press here and... Bing! It's firing a red laser, sir.
Did the assassin use this laser pointer to target the president? Well, gee, I wonder. Still, there's something about that laser pointer. I think it's a good time to go over the pieces of information that I have collected.
Oh, right. This bag has provided us with lots of useful information. Dumpster diving really paid off, sir.
Good work, detective. I have one more request. Please tell the forensics team to check the gun and the bag for fingerprints.
Yes, sir.
If we can obtain fingerprints, it would be a huge breakthrough in our investigation.
I've got the...
That was fast. that was... Edgeworth, am I you or you me? What's the deal, Edgeworth?
Of course! I made them double time it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any fingerprints, sir.
Are you certain you did a thorough search? Modeled after a Smith & Wesson revolver. Oh, good to know. I was actually gonna ask Matt if you had any insight on that, but good to know that you've got that all down pat. Can you attach a laser pointer to a Smith & Wesson?
Of course, we combed every inch. We even took the bullets out and examined them, sir.
As expected, this won't be easy. Alright, let's logic this baby. Alright, so we got a red mole, we got a laser pointer. That's awesome. Glad to know they're being at least a little realistic. Requires some gunsmithing? Well, it's an assassin, I mean, what do you expect? I've solved the mystery of the red mole.
You mean it's not a bug bite, sir?
It's nothing like a bug bite or an itchy rash. It's not even a pimple that he's been picking at for like days on end. This is the light from a laser pointer.
You mean a gun was aimed at the president's forehead?
And right after that, the second gunshot was heard.
That's certainly more than just an itch, sir.
Indeed. I'm concerned for the president's well-being. It's become more and more likely that this gun was the weapon used in the attack. Alright, new ones are much smaller. These laser sights are from the 80s and 90s. Well, the Ace Attorney tech is always a little funky, so... Twins are still up against the Cardinals, 5-0, cool.
But why did the criminal use a laser pointer, sir?
That's right. They would have had a laser beam shining from their hands. Pew 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 pew. Way too conspicuous.
And if you follow the path of the laser, you will find out who fired the shot.
That's not good at all.
Oh yeah, I also took some other photos. Maybe the light from the laser pointer was captured on those?
It's a long shot, but there may be a chance. Okay, could you show us those photos? Yeah, really, the 2020s.
Coming right up! Firstly, the photo from before the incident.
Your face is taking up most of the frame.
I wanted to get a two-shot of me and the president. Oh, jeez. This was taken a little before the gunshots. And here's the other one I showed you before. This was right after the first gunshot. And immediately after that, the second gunshot rang out. And then...
What is this? You can't really see much in this photo.
After that last photo, one of the running guests knocked me down. It looks like the shutter clicked just then.
This doesn't look too helpful, pal.
Well, those are all the photos I took. All the photos I took.
Alright, let's have a look at these. I'd like to examine these in a little bit more detail. I agree, Edgeworth. Let's look. Alright. Oh, yep, there's a laser pointer right on the dude's back. And, so we're looking for a Red Hood guy. And wouldn't you know, Red Hood guy is right there. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, I've already done. Investigate which photo. Before the incident. Where can the light from the laser pointer be seen? Well, it's right here. I found it! I found it!
What? What?
Look just in front of this person in the red hood.
Ah, there!
Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer.
Then that red-hooded person
Would be the assassin.
We did it! We did it! It's all thanks to me, right?
Right. As expected, the great thief has also stolen the truth. As expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in the other photos. Let me examine these photos one more time. Investigate which photo? Well, probably after the incident, because we gotta find red hooded person. Where can the red hooded assassin be found? Right there.
Ah, there! There!
The red hooded assassin. The red hooded assassin.
It looks like they're escaping in the panic, sir.
We can see the direction they ran in.
Ah, the samurai dog banner!
Right. The assassin escaped right towards the right side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe.
Got it, sir. We'll investigate the right side of the audience area.
I'm counting on you. Well, wait a second. Nicole Swift was on the right side of the group when we first saw her. The red-hooded assassin. The red-hooded assassin. Since the park was sealed off, there's nowhere they could have run to. If we follow their trail, we'll definitely catch them. Now then, let's continue with the investigation.
We'll definitely find some traces of the assassin.
Alright, la la la. Oh, there was something to examine. The flag from the shooting booth is lying on the ground. The crowd probably knocked it over. Jason Todd did it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Judging from all the footprints on the flag, there must have been quite a panic.
Do you know where you can buy these flags, sir?
Why do you want to know? Are you going to write Gumshoe on the flag and carry it around with you?
Yeah! How did you know, sir? Don't tell me. Mr. Edgeworth, did you just read my mind, sir?
I meant it as a joke, though. For him to actually have thought that... It was actually there. Okay, let's have a look. I won't rest until I've inspected every nook and cranny. Suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay. Alright, well, there's this. This is...
It's a red button, sir. Could this be...
Red button, it feels been in the stand, whatever, cool. Rip, this could be related to the person in the red hood. And is this... Yeah, this looks like some... There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, please check underneath the food stall.
Something stuck down here. Let me see.
Oh, look, it's a red raincoat. The assassins... It appears that he got rid of his raincoat right before he ran away. Alright, cool. We got it. We've got it. Alright, what else is there? Oh, the sleeve. This sleeve. It's inside out. It's also missing a button. Huh. I wonder. Does he have a hand fetish too? It's possible. So you find the killer from a photo and a button. Yeah, this game's just one big JoJo reference, I guess. Let's see. I have a red button and this. Okay, raincoat sleeve and a red button. Let's connect those two, probably. Yep, cool, great. Okay. It looks like the fallen button came from the raincoat. It probably fell off when the assassin took off the raincoat.
If you look closely, you can see, though, that the right sleeve is inside out, sir.
It appears they took it off in a hurry. The button was probably torn off. After shooting the president, the assassin disposed of the gun and the bag in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. The bullet's trajectory led us to the suspect someone who was on the left side of the audience area. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid it under the stand. Under the stand. See, it is a JoJo reference. There's a stand. The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are signs that the right sleeve was hastily removed.
It also explains why the button was torn off.
If that's the case, why is the left sleeve not in the same state?
Ah! That sleeve isn't inside out!
On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed.
What do you mean, sir?
To find the answer, we must examine this raincoat in more detail. Alright, well, let's... Oh, what's this? I'd like to investigate the inside of this raincoat. Detective Gumshoe!
Got it!
Oh, look, there's... blood? This is a bloodstain. Judging by the location, it was a one-armed man. Yeah, that would be something. It was most likely the assassin's own blood.
So, we're looking for someone who's injured, sir.
Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm.
What do you mean, sir?
Actually, Matt, you're not wrong. It might have been that the dude, like, didn't have his arm in this jacket sleeve, and that's why there's, like, a stain there. The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coat, that's why the right sleeve is inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How did this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. If you think about it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, a blood stain was found on the left side of the raincoat.
I see. He couldn't get his injured arm to fit through the sleeve.
Yes, indeed. I'd say the possibility is quite high. Huh, okay. So we're looking for someone with an injured arm. It's all coming together. Oh, cool, we got it. Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull our assassin out of the crowd.
Roger that, sir.
Someone with an
injured left arm, right?
You must have a good head on your shoulders if you did see through me, Mr. Prosecutor. Finding the assassin with only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all. That's our Edgeworth.
With everyone in the park sealed in, the assassin should be within the crowd. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. March 25th, 3:27 p.m. Gourd Lake Park, audience area.
Mr. Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person in that condition, sir.
That's gotta be the assassin.
Okay, we haven't proved that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions.
Got it. I'll control myself.
Excuse me. So part of the fun in doing all these voices immediately is that I have to go between ways of talking very quickly. So with Kay, she's breathy. With Gumshoe, he's like this. And Edgeworth is basically my normal speaking voice, but maybe a little lower.
And Nicole's kind of like this.
And so when that happens, I get a lot of like phlegm. So I have to like deal with that as it changes. So that's one thing, but all the same, we're doing all right.
There's no doubt that this is the guy who targeted the president, sir.
It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here, courteously.
Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, bring him here.
Oh, what? No, who? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This can't be our case one killer, can it? That can't be. No. You're not supposed to. Okay. What voice do I give this character? He's not carrying an umbrella, and his left arm is bandaged.
You there, state your name.
My name is John Doe. My name is John Doe. John Doe. That's an unusual name. That is correct. This man, have I seen him somewhere before? Because Edgeworth hasn't seen him before. Oh, that's so fucking smart. Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name? Yes. I've been observing your investigations. May I ask why you have called me here? We are searching for an assassin who attempted to murder the president. Of course!
There is an assassin? Assassination attempt? Assassin, of course.
Do you recognize this red raincoat? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I do not. My name is Fuhrer Bradley, and I don't recognize the raincoat. I believe this raincoat belongs to the assassin. Whoops. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Oh my, that is terrible indeed. Yeah, no, this guy was in that case. He just wasn't ever seen in person by Edgeworth, which is really, really funny to me. Because, like, now they can use that here. Okay, cool. This person should also have a severe injury on the left side of their body. Precisely like yours. I have no relation to this.
A stare down, mano a mano. It's like they're firing laser beams out of their eyes. So what happens next?
Obviously a confrontation, pal. A battle of wits between two gentlemen.
Hey, Smelly. Glad you can make it. Let's hear his explanation.
A witness might lie or misunderstand. If you find a contradiction in their statement, you present evidence, pal.
Press the R button to look at the organizer and the X button to present. Well, did you just give him the Bradley voice because of the mustache and one of his eyes is covered? Well, Matt, yes, but also, like, this character shows up in another game, and he's a very important character, and he plays a butler, basically, in that game. And so, he's sort of like hello, yes, I'm John Doe, and I'm going to do it just like this. But yes, I did give him the Fuhrer Bradley voice, because otherwise, the only other one I would maybe think would be fitting is something down like this, and I don't really want to use that here. So I'm going to more or less refer to this in this voice, a smoother Fuhrer Bradley voice. You know, somewhat intimidating.
And if you don't find a contradiction, what do you do then?
At those times, you press the witness for more details.
Yeah, really. Matt, I'll DM you basically the details since I know you probably won't play other Ace Attorney games and I don't want to spoil anyone who hasn't played that one. To press the L button. All right, sir. Could you give us a demonstration, please?
Go, Mr. Prosecutor. You are America's
We are in America. She just won't quit. She just won't quit. We are in America, everyone. This is America. Edgeworth is American. Gumshoe is American. Nicole Swift, American. Kay Faraday, American. The Yatagarasu, American. It's like, come on, man. Come on. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof. Clearly, my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. Yeah, this is eat your hamburgers, Apollo. You didn't wear a raincoat. That's your claim? Yes. Not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain. I am an umbrella person, after all.
I'm definitely not a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come on, come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka.
This wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I hope you understand. I am not the assassin. Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined goes against my principles. How troublesome. But I am but a simple ice cream salesman. Oops. Oh. Please excuse me. In the panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened. There's no mistaking that owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors for all to see. Here we go. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that does not mean he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof? I do have proof. I don't know if I should present it right away, but like... Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, easy peasy. I'm not going through all the lines, man. I'm just doing the ones that are cool. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different because you left this behind. Objection theme! Hell yeah. You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise? Mr. Doe, is your injury all right? The wound seems to have opened. Indeed, it is quite troublesome. Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped had your wounds not opened up. What do you mean? There is no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured. And I can prove that this person was you. That person was you. With this. Ha! The ice cream cone's melting now compared to, like, the radio with the oil. On the inside of this raincoat, there's a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin. Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident. No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat and the blood from your bandaged arm. Why is he the first witness? I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president. You're the assassin who attacked the president. I am not the assassin. You don't know when to give up. If this was a game of chess, you would have been checkmated a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. He seems completely unfazed. Unfazed? I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine.
He confessed, sir. Arrest him! Arrest him!
However, that does not mean I shot the president.
What's that, pal?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, all you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that? I am no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a sense of a state of panic. Are you satisfied this time?
His story's getting fishier by the minute. He's really suspicious.
If Weeb's still here, I gotta pull out my Macy voice.
Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin.
I see. That is certainly not me.
What?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the only one who wore a red raincoat? Whether he was or not, the person in this photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and his intensity. Alright, here we go. I am no assassin, I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. Let's see. There's nothing immediate. It screams wrong. As an ice cream salesman, you must know quite a bit about ice cream. But of course, ask me anything you wish. Curses. I don't know anything about ice cream. So, what's the most important thing about making ice cream?
Mr. Edgeworth,
The most important thing about making ice cream is honor. Honor? To make ice cream? Without honor, ice cream is just nothing more than sweet ice. You understand? I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. This fucking dude. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. Why did you use a raincoat instead of an umbrella? Is it strange to wear a raincoat on a rainy day? It's strange to purposely wear a raincoat when you can't get your arm into it. If both my hands were occupied, I wouldn't be able to serve ice cream. Why didn't you mention that in your testimony earlier? I'm terribly sorry. It must have slipped my mind. After all, I had just gone through all that. All that? The shooting of the president, of course. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Wait, they did? So the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off? Yes, the bodyguards moved first. The one on the left side of the stage in particular. You saw it all quite clearly. I have good eyesight. The names are written on the upper left security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook? That is correct. A Mr. Ethan Rook, I believe. Perhaps he noticed the light from the laser pointer. That man is no ordinary individual. From their actions, I don't believe that the bodyguards were amateurs. This man isn't an ordinary individual either. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick. A Mr. Ethan Rook, if I recall. Alright, cool, let's... Wait a sec. Wait a sec. There's no Ethan on this fucking thing. Okay, you're full of shit. So, the bodyguard on the left was faster? He reacted in just an instant. His response time was superb. I believe his name was Ethan Rook. Uh-oh. I see. He had plenty of time to react. Not necessarily. His expression never changes. Alright, well... Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Alright, well, there's no Ethan on this goddamn name, so you clearly know this dude more. It seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. You think too highly of me. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of the president's bodyguard? The name of the bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook. Correct. This is a diagram of the security plans. We learned their names from this. However, please take a look. Please look. Only their surnames are written here. You distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not?
That's pretty weird, sir.
Why do you know his name?
Explain yourself.
That was merely a slip of the tongue.
It's true! This guy is the assassin!
Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple. What? I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's. What? He and I have a bit of a connection. His name is a name I will never forget.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's telling the big fat lie.
This is not a lie. I am just a simple ice cream salesman. And an acquaintance of Ethan Rook's. In that case, let's just ask Rook himself about this. Whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman? As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He is currently busy with the president's security after all. Besides, even if I am not an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun? If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove the... If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat? It was a little hot, and the rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that? Ugh, I just can't seem to corner him.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him! That man's so suspicious, I'd arrest him myself!
Arrest him without evidence? How could I do such a thing?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything? Breaking news, the criminal's on the verge of escaping the prosecutor.
Oh my god. Oh dear, they're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I will have to tell the truth. The truth? What is he up to? I saw another person wearing a red hood. What?
What?
Surely that person was who was in the photo? I first noticed him right before the speech when it was still raining. He caught my eye because his raincoat was the same color as mine. In his hand, I saw a laser pointer with the light aimed directly at the president. It can't be. There was another person wearing a red hood? I knew that if I wore the red raincoat, I'd be mistaken for the assassin. That is why I took off the raincoat. You saw an assassin wearing the same color hood as yours? Hood is yours? Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence? That's what I expected you to say, which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are a suspicious lot. I knew that nobody would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor. Prosecutor? I only arrived after the incident. Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That prosecutor over there.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you should be visible in that photo. Here, right in front of the person with the red hood.
That's me, all right. What's your point?
What's this man driving at? I have been observing your investigation this entire time, Prosecutor Edgeworth, and I have noticed something strange. Something strange? It seems you still haven't noticed this contradiction. A contradiction? What? In this photo, the people who can be seen are the chief assassin, Chief, Mr. Payne, and the assassin. I don't see anything strange. Please think back carefully about the circumstances during the president's speech. I believe you are holding the evidence that contradicts this photo. Oh, we do. Because Nicole was right behind. So Nicole is the person, and they sent me on a red herring. Fucking ice cream. Mr. Shelley, the ice cream man, is a red herring. It can't be! There's still a contradiction between the tape and the other thing. It seems you've noticed.
Mr. Edgeworth, what's going on? What's going on?
There's a person missing from this photograph.
Huh? Who is it?
Yes, it's rather strange. Someone who should be there, but is not. The person who should be in this photo is fucking Nicole Swift.
Huh? Huh?
Miss Swift?
Oh, fuck.
Why would you say that?
Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Miss Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly with the Chief Prosecutor.
Those are from folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They kept whispering to each other.
It seems Miss Swift was near Mr. Payne when she recorded the speech.
But she isn't anywhere in this photo.
That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing? Ugh. Nicole Swift, would you mind giving us your testimony?
Come on, it feels weird when you talk all formal like that. It's fine, I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay. Miss Swift's testimony.
It ain't like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. I was moving all around the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have snapped a different time. My tape recording. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think.
Didn't she say her parka was reversible too? This is, of course. Mr. Chain and the Chief Prosecutor.
Why would Nicole be lying? That would mean...
It would mean Nicole Swift's the assassin, pal.
Y'all gotta be kidding me. I ain't done nothing like that.
Be that as it may, however, there is still a contradiction in your testimony.
Huh? I don't reckon no, sir. So, no, sir.
It appears I must reveal this contradiction. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know where it is.
It ain't like I stayed in one place while I was recording.
No.
I was moving around the audience, all area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time to my tape recording.
Well, that's bullshit because the tape recording happened right before. Let's check this. My dear friends, President is deflating the rumors. We're in the schedule to meet after this. The President raises his fist in the air. Yeah, so this is right before he was shot. So she was right there right before he was shot. So, bullshit. Miss Swift, a reporter shouldn't lie. A reporter shouldn't lie.
I ain't lying. I'm an honest journalist.
Perhaps, but there's no denying that the photo and the recording were taken at the same time.
That's so? What makes you say that?
The truth lies in these photos. This photo could only have been taken at the same time as your recording. Which spot shows it? It's taken at the same time, because he's raising his fist up in the air. Can you see the president with his fist raised in the air?
What about it?
Miss Swift, might we hear your tape one more time?
Nuh-uh! You ain't gonna hear a word the way you treating me.
Would you rather we charge you with obstruction of justice and seize it from you?
Fine, you win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor.
The question is, during which part of his speech did the president raise his fist?
No matter what sort of heinous criminal organization there is, I will not allow them to exist.
The president raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch.
Aha! Raises his fist. Straight out of the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth, sir.
This tape was recorded at the moment the president raised his fist overhead.
Then that means,
well, what if he raised his fist at a different time? Well, actually, that's bullshit because I don't know. I feel like that's kind of circumstantial, but whatever.
Nicole not being in this photo is really strange.
Oh, but she is in the photo, right here. The person in the red hood. It was you, Nicole Swift.
Ah!
You're the real assassin, aren't you, pal?
That ain't so. I ain't ever worn a red raincoat.
This red raincoat in questions belongs to, John Doe, probably. If she... The raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else. A different red hood? Yeah, he only raises his fist once, and that's it.
You mean there were 2 red hoodies, sir?
Yeah, her parka's reversible, so if the inside's red, it's her. Mr. Doe's last testimony was true.
But we didn't find any other red raincoats.
What Mr. Doe saw was a red hood, not a raincoat. Miss Swift, was it you who... What was it you told us earlier about your parka?
Oh, you mean when I said it ain't worried about it getting all dirty? It's reversible, so all I gotta do is turn it inside out and... Ah!
Dumbass. As I thought.
Mr. Edgeworth, the inside of her parka is...
Indeed. Oh, wait, you can see it in her profile. Look, it's... Yeah, it's red. Is there a hood inside? She's 20? I'm older than her. Oh, God. You know, it's weird, right? When you're playing Ace Attorney games and the assistant characters start to become younger than you. Like, Kay is 17 now. That is strange to me. Because I remember when the first game came out, and I was like 11, right? And I was like, 17, man, that's so old. And now I'm 17, that's 5 years younger than... It's weird, man. It's weird. I don't want that.
What? Hey, pal, what's the big idea?
You're wrong. I've been wearing this the whole day.
Well then, will you allow me to examine your parka?
What are you expecting to find?
We know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier.
Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka.
If you really didn't turn your parka inside out, then the inside should be dry.
Hang on a minute, I ain't taking off this heavy backpack and putting it on again. Sorry, but can't we just do this another time?
You think you can fool Mr. Edgeworth with that, pal? All right then, pal. If we're really wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of the parka.
It wasn't me. I ain't no assassin.
Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, then you need to cooperate with us. Will you please tell us why you wore the red side of your parka?
I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I had my reason honest. I'll tell you everything. Just quit bullying me.
Who's holding it? Who could this be? Whose voice was that? Hold on a sec. It's a little too early for the endgame. It's a little too early for the endgame. I don't know who the fuck this... Oh, it's Knightley. Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move? This man was in Kay's photo.
Whoa, I guess I should introduce myself first.
My name is... Look at... Matt, don't have an aneurysm.
Look at that trigger, poor trigger.
Horace Knightley, the president's bodyguard. Second in command of his personal security unit.
Ah!
Watch it, pal, that's not a toy.
Whoa, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. I can't seem to help it. Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer? She's a lady of Jiang Fa. Only the president's bodyguards are authorized to use it. Anyway, back to business. I've got some news for you. There's good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish. You sure? I'm giving you the first move. Alright, I got you. I've got you. I'll start with my pawn. Horace. It's okay, as long as he's using a single action army so his hammer isn't cocked, it can't fire. He's using a single action army. Okay, cool, good to know. Horace Knightley, age 24. Oh, he's a horse. Horse! Oh, God. Seems fond of his gun. Look at this hair. Fucking bright yellow mohawk. Alright, I got you. I'll start with my pawn. It seems you enjoy chess. You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit? You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit? It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess. Is that so? Well then, Chess Master Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. Ah, hey Faded, thanks for the follow. The president's safe. Not even a scratch on him.
Really? That's great, pal.
It seems that the young lady was not the murderer after all.
Good for you, Nicole. But I...
Whoa there! Don't forget, there's still the bad news. The president is safe because his bodyguards protected him. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him. At the cost of his own life. At the cost of his own life. That would be the other bodyguard, Rook, was it? Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the president.
What?
Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame.
That means, Nicole...
It means that the little lady killed him. My brother in arms.
That ain't true. I ain't a murderer.
Whoa there! Pipe down. Is the trigger the hammer isn't cocked? So yeah, you're good. He just has his poor trigger finger discipline. Whoa there! Pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Jeez, even we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king. It was a pretty bad move. That castling.
Sacrifices in castles? What's he talking about, sir?
They're all chess terms. He's saying Rook's life was exchanged for the president's.
This guy sure talks funny, sir.
Horace Knightley, was it? What do you want? I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. Yeah, dude. This guy gives me first case murder vibes, not gonna lie. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the president. Sorry, but I can't let you do that. Fucking Horace Knightley. What? I got another piece of news for you, and this one's a doozy. And it's not my cat coming in and trying to jump on my lap. There's another piece of news? From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zhengfa Police. Zhengfa Police.
What? What's going on, pal?
This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere. You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The president knows about you solving the Yatagarasu case. I'm honored. That's why the Chief Prosecutor designated you to be in charge of the case. It seems the Chief Prosecutor made a little appeal to the president, but it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the president's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey, little lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the president's plane. We'll continue your questioning inside the president's plane.
No, I didn't do nothing.
Hey now, don't be a baby. You ain't scared. You scared of a little Zhengfa justice?
Mr. Prosecutor, please. Please help me.
Miss Swift? It's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood. However, that doesn't mean that whole truth has been revealed.
I really didn't do it. Please, please believe me.
Is it really all right for it to end this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for help. Certainly someone who's not someone who's committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness.
Gah!
Who's that?
Eh?
What?
What?
What the? You!
Oh, what the shit? Silence. What the is an impolite way to greet someone. Your neck injury has yet to heal, and you've already forgotten?
No! Not you! Not now!
It seems you've remembered.
Hey! What are you doing? Cut it out, pal! You've got some nerve doing that right in front of a detective and a prosecutor! Stop! Stay out of this! He's out of your league!
Yeah. Dude, absolutely do it.
Mr. Doe, who on earth are you?
I am not merely a simple ice cream salesman.
He's a professional assassin! His name is... Shelly the Killer!
Shelly the Killer? Oh, this music's supposed to be way faster. There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name the Killer. As an assassin who will carry out any request without fail. He was once involved in a case I handled. It's been a while, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting.
The real assassin was you all along!
That is correct. I received a request from a key individual to take the president's life. I should have seen his face before in the case files.
Curses!
I was careless. I'm glad I hid a knife in my bandage before I entered the park, even though my calculations were a little off. A knife? Not a gun? Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play that game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life.
What are your demands?
I want you to relinquish investigative authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth. What? Hello? Huh? Investigative authority?
What are you playing at?
I simply want you to allow Edgeworth to continue his investigation.
Huh? Well, why do you want that?
Rook is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. When that man died, the investigative authority was transferred to you. I am simply asking you to give it back to this prosecutor. With your life at stake, this really isn't the time to be stubborn.
Why you? You're just using the investigation to get close to the president!
And what if I am? Indeed, in order to continue the investigation, it is necessary that we enter the president's plane.
As the leader of the president's bodyguard, I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Oh? I thought you were only second in command.
Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge!
I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was.
What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now!
Very well. In that case, please exercise judgment befitting of a leader. You can lose your life here needlessly, or you will allow the investigation to continue, or will you allow the investigation to continue?
Ah!
He's using the investigation as an excuse? Why would he want to go all that trouble? What is this man thinking? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust you have no objections. Let us continue the investigation. Let us go.
Mr. Edgeworth! What should we do, sir?
For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal. At least we'll be able to investigate. But listen well, detective. I'll use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he can't escape.
Right. Roger that, sir.
All right. Cool. All right, we've been going for an hour 46. I'm not going to save the data just because in the event that something goes, well, maybe I should. Yeah, this is fucking case 1, dude. What in the actual fuck, man? This is wild. This is crazy. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to throw on some Plock music for a moment while I go get some more water, because I'm out, and we will return for more, where's my BRB? There it is. We'll be right back for more Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, I know, right? This is case 1. I don't think there's any case 1 that would be, right now, that's better than this, aside from, like, the first case of Apollo Justice. It's wow, what a start. All right, let's we'll do that. We'll deal with this, and I got some music coming on here in just a moment, and I will be right back to fill up water and do all things. You know, thanks. Yeah, I drew inspiration from you, Matt. So thank you. I'll be right back.